my YouTube family. I am back and ready to go. So listen, I've been going live on all the different platforms except for YouTube. So I'm like, I need to get my YouTube family up and running. We need to be in here. We need to be connecting, okay, in the community in which that I serve. So I'm on here because I really want to introduce to you guys Detox Her. She is my baby. She is a brand. She is a system that extracts toxic patterns from women who have dealt with betrayal, broken promises, trauma, all those yucky things no one wants to talk about. I'm here to talk about it. Yeah, I am. But listen, in the most positive light, right? We're not being negative Nancy's. We're going to have a good day. However, creating safe spaces for women like me, women like you, to be honest, true, in a world where people are being silenced, I believe is priceless, right? So tell you a little bit about me. I am Twyla Martin. I am a CEO and the founder of Detox Her, and I'm a serial entrepreneur, to be honest. I'm also an author of 5 different books that I have published, and I'm here to share my wisdom and apply my wisdom and talk to the people because literally any camera, any live, that becomes my stage. I used to think I have to get ready, I have to, go to events and I have to this, that, and another, which I will. However, this is my stage this morning, okay? It's morning time right now on my time in Minnesota. So if you haven't had your coffee, you might want to go get some because we are going to be sipping on some tea, okay? Real tea. So the topic that I want to talk about today that is near and dear to my heart is I want to talk to the ladies, the women who are really struggling. And it's wintertime, so that seasonal depression kicks in. Many times holidays are beautiful for a lot of people, but for some people, it is really hard. And I'm here to talk about it, okay? Because when we can release how we're feeling, what's happening inside, we can become free. Now, that sounds cliche. Let's be free. However, when I say free, we don't have to be captured in our ugly emotions. We experience them, we feel them, and then we release them. And how do we release? We release by talking about it, by writing about it, by singing about it. Everybody has their own way. But here today, let me get comfortable, y'all, because we going to talk. We going to talk. We going to talk, okay? But I'm here to talk about what's real, okay? And so, honestly, my journey with Detox Her, it's something really personable. It's really personal to me, Detox Her, because I come from a place of toxicity to the extreme, right? The trauma, right, is crazy. However, I'm not here to tell a sad story or for anyone to feel bad for me. Not at all. I'm here only to tell you this because I want to let you know that you don't have to stay there, right? We're not responsible to what happens to us, but we are responsible for the healing that needs to happen after it has occurred, right? And so, number one, I couldn't do it alone. I could not have encountered these emotions and feelings. I could not have healed from it alone. I needed a community of people, women specifically, that created a nurturing, safe space for me to feel safe enough to open up those compartmentalized things in my life that still trigger me today. Not today, but then. But you get what I'm saying, right? So Detox Her, that's exactly what it does. It creates safe spaces for women like us, right? And I am the narrator of it all, but Everybody has their own experiences and their own emotions. And, if you have any questions for me, if you have any subjects specifically that you want me to talk about, please drop it in the comments, DM me, let me know what it is that you may be going through right now, and let's talk about it. Hop in the hot seat. You're probably, what is the hot seat? Hop on the live. Let's talk about it. Right? Let's get raw. Let's get real. That's where the real healing happens. And most people want to say, oh, let's get healed. We're going to be so healed. Listen, that is so cliche and it gets kind of annoying. Okay? But for me, healing's more of a detoxification of all my toxic ass patterns. Hence where detox her came from. It's a detoxification that for some will be lifelong, right? But for some, what happens in the detox her is that not that we completely get rid of everything. Yes, we do that too. But because it's a life constantly of working on self, like we'll never be done working with self. But what it does is it specifically magnifies those patterns. We can look at them so we can make a true change. We can make a true change in our lives, in our children's lives, in our relationship with our families, right? If you got nieces or nephews, maybe you don't have kids, but someone's watching you and they're going to forever remember you. And you have to think, what legacy do I want to leave behind? When people think of me, Twyla, or you, what do they think of? Right? And if it ain't nothing too pretty, well, you got some stuff to look at. And maybe it's not showing up on the exterior, but maybe it's showing up in the interior, where it's really hard to feel fulfilled. Maybe you're the one that people always call for advice. Maybe you're the strong one in the family, right? Maybe you're the one that goes saves everyone's ass, right? Maybe you're that person, and that's beautiful. But we need outlets too. We need to feel nurtured and loved too, so we can be well, to hold the weight that is required of us and the responsibilities that we hold as high achievers. Right? And I'm speaking from my perspective. I am the first millionaire in my family. I do run multiple businesses. I do have 3 kids. I have a husband. I do practice in relationships and mentor other women and, help a community of people who really count on me. And it's like, how do I continue to stay stable so I can give and give with love and still feel fulfilled in my own life and not drained and tired? Like, yes, those feelings may come, but we don't have to live in them. We don't. So detox her is, like I said, a safe space to be able to look at those things that we push off because we got to help, Ashley. We got to help Donita because she's really struggling today, right? Our clients, right? We overly work to escape our own emotions. That has been, I'm guilty. That has been one of the things that I have struggled with in the past. And what I do know is that when we come together in numbers, we create impact. We create a space of healing. We create a me too. And I don't know about you, but in my healing journey, when you're all alone, it starts to feel very dark and you feel like no one freaking understands. But you don't have to live in that today. We have created a system that has helped thousands of women. But most importantly, it can help you today. And like I said, detox her is not something for everybody. These are for the people who struggle with toxic patterns of thinking. Maybe it's even behaviors. And you're ready to extract that. You're ready to look at it. How should I put this? Oh, can't talk this morning. Ready to look at it, magnify it, Acknowledge it, dissect it, replace it, and transform it into the greatest version of who you've always been called to be. And maybe some people are like, I don't even know what that person is. I don't even think I've ever gotten there. That is fine. Detox Her and the system that we use is about to blow your mind. Period. Because if we introduce you to a version of you that you didn't even know existed, you're going to be like, what have I been doing my entire life? That's exactly what I thought. What have I been doing? But it's not your fault. You've been conditioned by the pain and the trauma and the betrayal and the broken promises, whether it been from your spouse, whether it been from your childhood, whether it been from friends, whatever it looks like. Maybe it's grief, right? Maybe it's the level of not being able to accept the parts of you that you really don't like. It looks different for everyone. So a little bit about Detox Her, which is my baby, because it's my life and it's my story that has took me from being broke, homeless, in a shelter with my children, just at the lowest part of my life, and now sitting as a millionaire because I was willing to do the work. So Detox Her is for women that are willing to do the work, that's not trying to fight the helping hand that's offered to them, right? We all know that person where, they need the help, but they're not really ready to take the help. And then you get your hand bit. You're like, I was just trying to help you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, And so this is not for those people. Because Detox Her, we need willing participants, okay? So if this sounds like something you're interested in, something that's like, you know what? I want to see more. I want to learn more. Feel free to comment. I'll be happy to share some information with you. But honestly, this has been the most transformative, eye-opening system that I've lived by. And I live by it every day. Every day. Right? Because we're human. Like, we want to sometimes be lazy. Sometimes we don't want to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe we're not feeling good. Maybe it's that time in the month and it's like, I'm not doing that. We always need a reset. Okay? But, so Detox Her there's layers to it. Okay? We have a 5-day challenge. That's the first layer of entry. If you want to learn more about it, you can sign up. Boom, get into the challenge. Get that 5-day transformational oomph to really dissect, transform yourself when it comes to those certain patterns or one or two patterns that for a fact are a problem. 5-day challenge is perfect for that. And then we have a 12-week coaching program. And I wouldn't say it's not just regular old coaching. This is a detoxification of the things that you are just sick of, whether it be your own brain driving you crazy or those relationships that you just haven't been able to kick, but they're unhealthy, but you have this guilty pleasure going on that is really not healthy because they have a kickback of attitudes and things that you don't need in your life. And then we have a 2-year program, right? Where these are for the people who need long-term support. And that's been mine. Like, sign me up for the 2-year. Matter of fact, 5-year. Matter of fact, every day of my life is what it's evolved into. But, yeah, I'm just super excited to just talk about that. And not only just talk about Detox Her, but talk about what's going on with y'all. What's the real issues of us women who are really going through it today? Like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you. And if we're not connecting, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay? Now, it's morning time here in Minnesota. And I got my coffee, as you can see, sitting with my plants. They make me so happy. I love my greenery. Let me get y'all a little closer here. Let's talk. Let's get real close. I want to talk to you guys because honestly, guys, the healing work as women, especially as black women and as women of different backgrounds, it's so needed right now. It is so needed. There's so much going on in the world. And a lot of it's not looking too pretty, to be honest. And you guys know that. That's like the obvious. But I'm not here to talk about the obvious. I'm here to talk about the things most people don't even want to talk about. Realistically, like, why not? Right? Like I've always been one of those people where that small talk, it's cool and everything, but to a certain extent, it's like, come on, you got something better to talk about. Let's go deep. I've always been a deep thinker, very passionate, and it's beautiful, and it's helped a lot of people. But anyways, I just wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys for a chat, tad bit. Just got into the office, and I need to start my day, and I think we have a guest coming on, so I'm going to hop off here and I'm glad you guys tuned in. Please hop on to my next live. DM me, share, comment, okay? Save this video if you want to come back to it and you're trying to figure out your life and you just need a little bit of help and support. This is what we're here for. We create safe spaces in real time for people like me and people like you, okay? So just know there are places and people that are willing to hold space for you because I know that's what I've been called to do for other people. And so, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to hop off here. I'll be hopping back on tomorrow around the same time. I'll just be going live each Monday through Friday in the morning times just to talk to you. See what's happening, what's going on with you. And if you want to hop in the hot seat, you want a special request for your next session, DM me. I'll put you in the hot seat, hop on this live, and we can walk through it together. That's something I'm just offering off GP that I just want to do for y'all because I really care about you guys. And like, you guys may not know it yet, but you guys have been chosen. If you're seeing this video right now, you have been chosen. And if you're not convinced of that, listen. You better figure it out. Okay? Because you're being called out of whatever it is you're going through. Whatever toxic behaviors you're having, toxic thinking, toxic relationships, you're being called out. And I'm going to need you to lean in. Okay? And so anyways, I said I was going to hop off. I'm hopping off. Once I listen, I'm one of those friends, guys, where we're talking on the phone, right? We're getting ready to wrap up. I deep dive into something else deep, right? Thought we were saying goodbye. No, for real this time, we're saying goodbye. Anyways, I see y'all on the flip side, and I see you on my next live. Again, DM me if you want to get hot and personal and jump in this hot seat for the next live. All right, y'all.